What is happening, everyone? Sinister here, and welcome to my channel. Hope y'all like my content. You know the usual. Like, subscribe. Let's get down to business, shall we? Of course, today this is like a first time I'm doing like a Throwback Thursday. Oh, excuse me, Throwback Tuesday. Getting ahead of myself. Anyways, yeah, it's Throwback Tuesday. So basically, today's game is Run and Gun. This is done by the guys at Konami. This is released back in 1993. So, you can say it's like a continue on where Double Dribble left off, from the 80s and things like that. Of course, old school gamers like myself, you know what I'm talking about. And of course, I played the arcade version and the NES version of Double Dribble. And of course, I had to have to give the NES the edge because, it's got variety, because, you can pick more than one team. And of course, using the computer always loves to use Boston. And of course, that Boston team on there is basically based off the Celtics because, they were the popular team during the 80s, along with the Lakers and Bulls, and things like that. So, anyways, Run and Gun, just basically, you could say it's like a sequel to it. Because I like the way it looks, especially the way it plays, things like that. Of course, the players are bigger, a little more detailed, and the controls are great. Especially a lot better than the Double Dribble because I struggled playing a little bit. Even on the main, of course, got a better control and stuff like that. But however, playing Run and Gun control-wise is a whole lot better. Especially using the Xbox controller or PS4 controller. Whatever controller you want to use. Things like that. So, anyways, with the teams on here on Run and Gun, it's like even though they don't have the NBA license, but then the teams on here are based from NBA cities. Like for example, Seattle, the LA, Chicago, just for example, things like that. So, I'm sure some of these players are trying to mimic like their NBA counterparts, because, like I said, they don't have the license. So, they had to make up all these players and things like that. So, just to keep on. So, if you know the position, like, oh, I remember this player, they played this position, just like that. So, yeah, why not? So, anyways, the reason I like, playing some of these past basketball games because today, some of these sports games, like the way, the controls, it's it's just way too many buttons, things like that. Of course, looking at NBA Lives, and especially NBA 2K series. Of course, mentioning, 2K20, like the new NBA 2K. I know a lot of gamers are pissed off because, like, the way it's playing, especially, with all the issues it has. Of course, you went through what? How many patches already? Especially these band-aids, and still the game is still having issues and things like that. So I say, yeah, no thanks. I basically just save my money on that. So, however, like I said, I'm going back to these past games, where the controls were simple, gameplay was fun, and things like that. Of course, Run and Gun is not as graphically superior like NBA 2K stuff like that. So, yeah, like the 2K version, graphic wise has the edge, but gameplay wise I give it the Run and Gun. Especially, like I said, you only got 3 buttons on offense, and you got the shoot, you got alley-oop, you got the pass, and of course on defense you can block, you can steal, things like that. So, or even alley-oop, which is like a combination of buttons, things like that. And of course, the gameplay that you see here, I ran like the first half. Of course I'm using Seattle versus LA. And like I said, I had struggled at first, control wise, but I got used to it as I could play it on. And of course, I found, trying to find a way to get dunks, but times I got open shots, and of course, like only a few times I was able to get blocks in, and of course I got a lot of rebounds, things like that, which is cool, things like that. But anyways, not to ramble on. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Of course, I'd like to hear y'all's opinions. Leave your comments down below if you heard of this game, things like that. Of course, let's discuss. So, anyways, this is Sinister. Be easy.
It will be easier if you don't resist, and less dangerous.